EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Lance going to put it up right away. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The Niners at 3-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, these 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 44, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
Forced out to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No score after one on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Move 32. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Blue.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On play action, Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On first down at Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
17.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Lance again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on now, come on now. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike 54.
Here's Lance to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we...
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. A final shot before half for Lance. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Or earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Stafford looks to throw again. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Taysom Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 40. And Lance going to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. George Kittle. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? And this attacking play, they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Davis Price is in. Touchdown 49ers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Lance going to try to throw for this. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance now to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Desperation time here. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Lance looks to throw again. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Lance. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 60 reps. 60 reps. 10 cycles. Kill.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that call.
He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Lance back to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lance looking to throw.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Lance.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Finding Gray going across the field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Stafford now to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.
I'm the best,